Top stories where police in Baringo are still looking for two men who attacked and killed two politicians in Marigat at midnight. The two victims, Cherotey Kibet and a member of the Baringo County Assembly and engineer Pepe, a Jubilee parliamentary aspirant, were shot at point-blank range when two hooded men attacked them in a club in Marigat just after midnight. The motive of the killing is still unknown and the attackers are still at large. Let's now link up with Victor Ogale, who is in Marigat right now. Victor, what more details do we have about these attacks?
Well, it happened a few minutes past 12 midnight. The two were in the company of five other of their colleagues or other politicians. They were talking matters, politics, and when the gunman, or rather there was one gunman with what eyewitnesses say was an AK-47 gun, while the other one had a machete. Both of them were hooded, and the gunman fired twice in the air a few meters from the main entrance, and then they walked straight to the cubicle where the seven were seated. And once they went there, they found them lying on the ground, because after they had the shots, everyone was covering for safety while others decided to lie down. And they managed to single out the two, and they shot them at close range, and then they walked out. At the same time, just a few minutes, or rather a few seconds after it happened, according to some of the eyewitnesses, some of them people who are employees who work here, this particular joint, though they sought anonymity, they say that just a few seconds after they had the gunshots, they saw flames. The vehicle that is behind me, belonging to the late MCA for ward, that is Cherotey, it was burnt, and then the attackers also vandalized the vehicle belonging to the aspirant, that is Papa Kitambaa, they vandalized it, and they also took, there was a luggage in the back seat that is believed to have been cash. Remember this today on Saturday, Papa was supposed to go to Tiati, which is his home constituency, together with other politicians to attend a burial of a fallen Kenya police reservist. Mike?
The fact that they came and specifically targeted the two politicians, might there be wind of what the motive might be?
Well, that is also another interesting link that perhaps the investigators, even the CID officers who came here, the crime of scenes of crime team that was here early in the morning, perhaps that is one of the leads that they should use, because these attackers seem to know who they were aiming at, how they look like, perhaps what they were dressing, the vehicles they used, their registration plates. Perhaps they were trailing them, and there could be another lead that perhaps they even had an informer inside the same joint who was telling them that these people are doing this, they are moving here, they are moving there. That's why they went straight to them, finished their mission, and then they scattered. And we are told they used motorbikes, and then there was a car that was ahead of them, and they left this particular place hooting, as if it was a sign of jubilation, or rather a hint that they had finished their motive, or rather their mission. Mike?
And Victor, before we let you go, any description of the vehicle, possibly the motorbikes, any scanty details of how these assailants, came in and left?
Well, remember at the time, when you hear of gunshots, everyone will try and run for their safety. But the man who was carrying the weapon said that he had a white shirt and a brown khaki trouser. That is what one of the witnesses said. And he only saw the gun and the gunshots, and he jumped down and he went to a thicket to hide. So that is all that we can say. Remember, these people were hooded. Their faces were not recognized. You could really tell they were male. They were both men, and that's all, Mike.
Thank you very much, Victor Ogale, who is in Marigat, and that's where two politicians were shot dead, and the motive still not known, the assailants still at large, and no details yet as what the reason behind it